I'm Robert F. Kennedy Jr. You're HHS Secretary. I'm here with Secretary Hegseth from the Department of Defense. And we had our big Pete and Bobby challenge today. 50 pull-ups, 100 push-ups. You try to get under 5 minutes. How'd you do?
We got close. I was about 5:25.
Can we replay those pull-ups again, please?
It was President Trump who inspired us to do this.
I would think that the one thing that the PR Secretary of Defense would be able to do is a pull-up. And yeah, it's not looking, I don't know what this is. It reminds me of that, I'm gonna pull this up too. The Marjorie Taylor Greene video of her doing the pull-ups. This is just a complete humiliation. I know this is not the most important story. What is the most important story is the leaked reasons for those firings at the Pentagon. But like, just take a look at Pete. Like, let's be real, people. This is not what we want. This isn't up to snuff. I don't think Donald Trump could do a single pull-up, but I don't think this counts as one on the presidential fitness exam that they have been touting so much.
Funny enough, someone even noticed that Hegseth's hand placement was different in various parts of the video that was uploaded, which indicates that there was a cut in the editing process, and thus he potentially cheated his time, just saying. Couple that with Vice President J.D. Vance showing off his immaculate running skills. I gotta say, the alpha males are indeed alpha mailing. A bit more the backstory. Kennedy is encouraging Americans to attempt 50 pull-ups and 100 push-ups in under 10 minutes with the gold standard of completing it in under 5 minutes. This is all part of Donald Trump's facade of make America healthy again, which you're not doing. Hegseth is also emphasizing better physical fitness among all branches of the military. Well, kinda. With that being said, we also saw certain images plastered over the walls during this shoot. The Daily Beast wrote, a new social media video pushing a MAGA-coded fitness challenge has revealed that Pete Hegseth, the defense secretary, has redecorated the Pentagon with a ton of photos all on the walls of himself. One scene in the video shows Pete Hegseth, who is 45, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr., working out in jeans and boots, who is 71, walking through the corridors of the Pentagon. A photo would show Hegseth and his third wife on the wall as the pair shakes hands. By the way, which wife was that?
Divorces from your first and second wives, were there non-disclosure agreements in connection with those divorces?
Senator, not that I'm aware of.
If there were, would you agree to release those first and second wives from any confidentiality agreement?
Senator, it's not something I'm aware of.
But if there were, you would agree to release them from a confidentiality agreement?
Senator, that's not my responsibility.
Did you ever engage in any acts of physical violence against any of your wives?
Senator, absolutely not.
But you would agree with me that if someone had committed physical violence against a spouse, that would be disqualifying to serve as Secretary of Defense, correct?
Senator, absolutely not have I ever done that.
You would agree that that would be a disqualifying offense, would you not?
Senator, you're talking about a hypothetical.
I don't think it's a hypothetical. Violence against spouses occurs every day. And if you as a leader are not capable of saying that physical violence against a spouse should be a disqualifying fact for being secretary of the most powerful nation in the world, you're demonstrating an astonishing lack of judgment. Many of your work colleagues have said that you show up for work under the influence of alcohol or drunk. I know you've denied that, but you would agree with me, right, that if that was the case, that would be disqualifying for somebody to be Secretary of Defense.
Senator, those are all anonymous false claims, and the totality
they're not anonymous.
The letters on the record here.
They're not anonymous.
On the record, people
we've seen records with names
Vets
attached
for Freedom,
to them.
Concerned Vets for America, and Fox News
One of your colleagues
working
said,
hard every day on behalf.
One of your colleagues said that you got drunk at an event at a bar and chanted, "Kill all Muslims." Another colleague, not anonymous, we have this, said that you took coworkers to a strip club. You were drunk, you tried to dance with strippers, you had to be held off the stage, and one of your employees in that event filed a sexual harassment charge as a result of it. Now, I know you deny these things, but isn't that the kind of behavior that, if true, would be disqualifying for somebody to be Secretary of Defense?
She later went to the hospital and told the nurse that she could not remember whether or not a penetration occurred, but believed that she was sexually assaulted at that time. She told police that she remembered Hegseth, for lack of a better term, I'm trying not to be too graphic, finishing onto her stomach before throwing a towel at her and asking if she was okay. She told police she didn't even remember how she got back to her hotel room, but remembered walking into her room, getting into bed, and the alleged victim's husband said to police that he was worried when she didn't get back to the hotel room earlier that night and that she didn't return until about 4 o'clock in the morning. Pete Hegseth was asked about this earlier today in the House chambers after having a meeting with the incoming Vice President J.D. Vance, and here's what he had to say.
Did you sexually assault a woman in Monterey, California?
I have, as far as the media is concerned, I'll keep it very simple. The matter was fully investigated, and I was completely cleared, and that's from a legal. Thank you very much.
So the audio, not easy to hear. He said, I was fully investigated and I was cleared. Yeah, from a criminal standpoint, he is correct. But I'm going to ask all of you this question and think for a moment. For hypothetical purposes, let's just say a woman's trying to ruin your life. Would your next reaction be to pay her off? Just think about that for a second.
Cameron Adams has more. His third wife was a producer on Fox and Friends, who would later become his mistress while he was married to his second wife, with whom he had 3 children. That former Fox and Friends person, already a mother of 3, became pregnant, and after she gave birth, Hegseth had sex with a woman at a hotel in California. The woman would allege it was non-consensual, but Hegseth has denied all of that, saying he was simply cheating while drinking heavily, because that's a thing. They would marry in 2019 with members of the Trump family attending the wedding, so there is your full circle moment there. I think what we have learned is that we had reasons to not only believe the alleged victims, but also when he was being grilled, Pete Hegseth that is, during his hearing, that it showed how unqualified he is. And how Donald Trump and Peter Thiel, let's be clear, it's not just Trump. Peter Thiel, David Sachs, Elon Musk, the richest men on the planet, who Trump is benefiting. He's benefiting from them because all he cares about is money. All they care about is using someone to make more money and plotting out these different distractions with wokeness, anti-trans, etc., just so they could get even bigger tax breaks and take a bigger chunk out of the American GDP to go into their pockets. But also, there's another wrinkle in this, which is the underbelly of Christian nationalism taking place within this administration and how we tried to warn everybody about Project 2025. Pete Hegseth is a disciple of it. He has used a video of someone he agrees with and amplifying said video, which in summary states women are second-class citizens to men. Maybe women shouldn't be in combat. Women shouldn't vote. Women should have less rights. Women should come second to men. That's him doing that on his social media platforms. Those tattoos, where there was a lot of reporting about what they meant, how dangerous they are, it's true. Those were legitimate reasons to be worrisome. And now we have them doing these promo videos of the MAHA movement when really it's all a facade. It's all BS. What I will say though, in that budget bill, a reason why tanning beds appear to get a break rather, is likely with Robert F. Kennedy Jr. being videoed coming out of a tanning salon with 4 members of probably the Secret Service surrounding him. Another wrinkle, working out in jeans. Discuss in the comments.